Good morning, 310, spring 2021. Most of you are going to be seeing this for the first time, but some of you, this is my repeat attempt because the first video I did not have this piece on. Oops. At least it was a short review video and not one of my long rants. So here we go again. So review lecture, I'm taking all the stuff out of my pocket so I can get comfortable. Review lecture for Kines 310. Let me double check that, the sound is good. Awesome. Your test is Wednesday, March 31st at 7 in the 030. And the content is up on Moodle. All the information under the title Exam 3 Material. Pelvic girdle rotations because of trunk motion. It's when your feet are off the ground, your pelvis has to, when the pelvis rotates, it's because of the trunk. Clarifying trunk to pelvis concepts. That video is when you watch the first one and you're like, wait, that doesn't make sense. It's true, because I'm watching the screen that's watching my phone, and it's flipped on the screen and looking at my phone. So what I did is the next one I put everything on the screen so that we're both seeing the same thing. So some of you who don't watch the videos until the week before the test, I'm getting messages weeks after I put that clarification video. It's frustrating as a professor, but it's life, right? So I clarify those things and make sure we're all on the same page. Detailed movements of the cervical vertebra, and all the illusions that come with it. Sound effects are free. Micro talk on studying and academic integrity. 310 wrist lecture, wrist, biaxial ellipsoid, flexion extension, ulnar radial deviation. I even did micro lectures to kind of teach you guys some things to help. Remember, the wrist does not twist. You can't spin your wrist. Try to keep your forearm fixed and then spin your wrist. I can do this with it, I could do that with it, but I can't twist it because that motion is happening here and not there. Elbow radial ulnar joint, two different joints in the same capsule. The elbow does flexion and extension, getting us into fetal and out of fetal. The radial ulnar joint does pronation and supination. The radius in anatomical position is supine. Y'all have heard of what supine is? To be supine on your back, facing forward. Anatomical position, the radius is facing forward. And the act of going supine to prone is laying face down or looking behind. So the act of going supine to prone, literally flipping the radius over the ulna, the act of going supine to prone, pronation. And the act of going prone to supine, supination. It's that easy. And I did a micro lecture teaching you guys how to use landmarks to help figure out where you're at in the radial ulnar joint. I said, walk the thumb. Check out that lecture. Walk the thumb, and the thumb will tell you where you're at. And the reason we can do that is because the wrist does not twist. It comes full circle. Shoulder girdle, emphasis on shoulder joint. So remember, the shoulder girdle is all of the different things: sternoclavicular, acromioclavicular, glenohumeral, that's what the shoulder joint proper is, and scapulothoracic. When we talk about scapular motion, it's kind of taking everything into account. In other words, I can't elevate and depress without my sternoclavicular joint doing something, and protraction, retraction, and so everything's kind of doing something. But this is very subtle. It's not very obvious. The scapula moving way back there, very obvious. So when we say scapula, elevation, depression, protraction, retraction, we're talking about it from the scapulothoracic articulations perspective, but really it's the whole shoulder girdle. You know, everything's going right up, down. So don't think, well, what's this motion called? What's that motion called? This guy back here kind of speaks for all of those different articulations in the shoulder girdle. So scapula, elevation, depression, protraction, retraction, and then that upward rotation, that exaggerated lean that the scapula does to help reposition the socket so that you could get your arm over your head to do work and stuff. Glenohumeral joint motion, that's your shoulder joint. flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, internal, external rotation. Then we have the horizontal AB and adduction variety. Glenohumeral joints. So just remember in your test, if I'm asking you what's the shoulder doing, it doesn't matter that the scapula might be doing some other stuff. I'm not disrespecting the scapula. I'm just respecting that I'm asking you about the shoulder. So don't put anything into questions. Don't take anything out of questions, okay? Good rule of thumb. So that's going to be your exam 3. And I have micro lectures up. I have another review lecture. So everything is on Moodle. If you have questions, let me know, but just don't wait till the last minute. I'm begging you, don't wait till the last minute. And listen, well, that's how I work. I work till the last minute. Well, I don't. So what I mean by that is nothing personal, but I'm old, and I go to bed early because I wake up early. I'm not even going to tell you what time I wake up in the morning, but I wake up early. So my point is that you got to have your questions to me. I'd say no later than probably 8:30 Tuesday night, because by 9, okay? So don't ask questions, content questions. You know, don't wait. Don't wait, because although I have 24-hour office hours, that is assuming that I'm awake. Okay, can't really talk to you in my dreams. I guess we can, but that would be weird, because then there'd be like, airplanes made of bales of hay and some other crazy dreamy stuff. Exam 3 material, all right there. You've had 2 of my tests. You know how I ask questions. If you've gone over the test, you know kind of where mistakes are made and how you can improve. And I am all about some improvement. If you are steady making the same tests, that's not improvement. But if you can show me that you learned from previous mistakes, and you show me that you put in the work, and you show me improvement, I can work with that. All right, guys. Thank you, and have a good day.